Tampa Bay's hometown morning crew, commercial-free new country, 99.5 QYK. Thanks for having us on. All right, let's talk about this. A jury in Los Angeles County awarded a man named Michael Garcia $50 million from Starbucks.
Whoa, okay.
He won a lawsuit against Starbucks saying that they were negligent when serving him a venti tea. And what happened was he was in the drive-thru and they put it in one of those carriers.
Okay, yes.
And they said that they did not put the cup farther or wedged it down far enough in the carrier where it would be secure.
Okay, I got you.
So when they handed it to him, it fell, went into his lap, and he was burned severely from the tea.
Can imagine.
On the,
yes.
on the jewels.
Yes.
Okay? And he had to have skin grafts.
Oh, my goodness.
And disfigurement happened because of this.
Wow.
So he won $50 million from Starbucks because of all this. The jury's verdict is a critical step in holding Starbucks accountable for flagrant disregard for customer safety and failure to accept responsibility. Because I guess I don't know what he first did when this happened. Obviously, he was in pain.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So that was what it was. Didn't wedge the scalding hot tea firmly enough into the takeout tray. But he won $50 million.
That's it.
But I guess when you start messing with those regions, you can't put a price on that.
No, you really can't. And I guess the price is $50 million.
The price is $50 mil.
Yeah, honestly, that seems like way too much in my opinion. But you know what? If you can get it, why not?
Starbucks said this. Starbucks said, we disagree with the jury's decision that we were at fault for this incident and believe the damages awarded to be excessive. They say we are committed to the highest safety standards when handling our hot drinks. Well, obviously in this case, that did not happen.
No.
We remember this, the one famous case in the 90s, the New Mexico jury awarded a woman nearly $3 million in damages for burns she suffered while trying to pry the lid off a cup of coffee at McDonald's drive-thru. Remember this?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then they had to put this coffee is hot.
Yes, they had to make a disclaimer.
They had to put a disclaimer on the cup.
That's right.
Because of this thing. Anyway, the judge on that case, the judge later reduced the award, and the case ultimately was settled for an undisclosed sum under $600,000. So they actually appealed that ruling. So I don't know if Starbucks is going to just write this one off because what's $50 million to Starbucks, really?
True, but it's still $50 million.
I know, but it's Starbucks, so it's like
much money.
They probably just wanted to go away at this point.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see if they appeal this and try to get this lowered to something else. But $50 million for spilling hot, scalding tea on this guy's man parts. Just thinking about it hurts.
No, yeah, exactly right. I can't even think about this anymore. Although I will be thinking about the $50 million.
Can you take it? Can you stand it? He had skin grafts and everything like that all in that area, which sounds just horrible. So, but anyway, there you go. $50 million. That's what he got. Right. So something pretty cool happened Sunday morning. We've been talking about SpaceX, right? The two astronauts have been stranded at the International Space Station since June.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, and that's Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams have been there since June. Finally, the SpaceX crew capsule successfully docked with the International Space Station early Sunday morning. This is the capsule that's going to bring them home. Now, that brought 4 new astronauts to the International Space Station, which was Anne McLean, Nicole Ayers, Takeo Onishi, and Russia's Krewe Peskov. And that guy, Krewe Peskov, was wearing an alien mask when he came into the International Space Station.
Oh, what a funny guy.
Yeah, he got a funny guy in our hands, huh? Trying to lighten the mood a little bit. It was hilarious. They showed video of it as he came out of the capsule. He was in a full alien mask.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
of course,
we're messing around a little bit. I like it. I like your sense of humor. I like that a lot. But anyway, they're going to be up there for a couple days and kind of familiarize themselves with the space station before Wilmore and Williams, the 2 astronauts that have been stranded there since June, come home. Now, that's awesome that they get to come home because their families have been waiting for them to come home. It was only supposed to be a short time that they were up there, and it's been since June, and that has just been insane to me. So they're supposed to be returning tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Or they leave tomorrow, I should say, and I think it takes a day.
It takes a couple of days.
Yeah, and they're going to splash down off the Florida coast.
That's awesome.
So, but they finally got the capsule there because they were having delays on that.
It went up Friday night, and we were at the ball field, and I didn't know what time it went up, but I happened to look in the sky. I was like, man, that looks like, oh, yeah, that thing went off. And I saw it afterward, but you could see where it was going up, and I was like, man, that's and then it takes like, I just read a story. It takes 28 hours for them to, once they've lifted off, to get to the International Space Station.
Well, there you go.
So there you go. And then they retrieved them. They're there.
They're there and ready to go.
Coming back.
So they'll get back on this capsule and come home apparently tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let's just pray for safety and that they get home safe.
That's the most important part.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I love the fact that the guy from Russia was wearing an alien mask when he got off there.
Of course he was.
It's awesome.
Because why wouldn't he?
There you go. I mean, of all the things to think about, hey, by the way, one more thing. I'm going to bring an alien mask with me on the way up here.
Really? You want to? Yeah, it needs to be up there.
Yeah. Love that. All right, so the top 10 songs that have been used the most in TV and movies. Okay. I'm going to give you the top 5, but I'll give you all of them, but I'm going to let you hear the top 5. Number 10 is Escape. The Pina Colada song.
Oh, yeah.
You like Pina Coladas?
And getting caught in the rain.
Who was it was sung by?
Rupert Holmes.
Well done. That's been in 36 films and TV appearances. Okay. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye. 38 films and TV appearances. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Waves.
Great song.
38 films and TV appearances. Chubba Wubba. Tub Thumping.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is.
39 films. By the way, there's like a 5-way tie for 6th place here. And then this one, I can tell you that was in a bunch of films.
Oh, yeah. September, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, September, been in 39 films and TV appearances. I mean, this has been in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Hear a little bit of this. Do you remember? Love it. All right. And then we get into number 5, which is interesting to me because I have never heard this song before ever in my life. And it's supposed to be number 5 on this list. And it's by Mazzy Star.
Yep.
Fade Into You is the name of the song. Let's check this out. You heard this song?
I have.
Really?
Yeah, it's a 90s song.
41 film and TV appearances.
I wouldn't have thought this would be on the list, though.
I mean, is this when the credits are rolling, or what? I mean,
It might be.
All right, so there you go. That's number 5 on the list. Number 4, definitely have heard this in movies. A very popular song, Coldplay, Fix You. 42 film and TV appearances.
It's an interesting one. I'm trying to think of the movies. I don't think I've ever seen a movie with that song in it, although maybe I have.
It's usually someone contemplating their love life somewhere on a beach or something like that.
Right.
Right there. All right, this one for sure you've heard in movies and TV because anytime there's a wedding scene, you hear Etta James, At Last.
So good.
49 film and TV appearances. Great song.
Great song.
Timeless.
Oh, yeah.
My lonely days are over.
Come on, Etta.
And life is like a song.
Beautiful. All right, very nice. Number 2 on this list might surprise you a little bit, but I guess there's been a lot of party movies.
Yes.
How about this song as number 2 on the list that has made 50 film and TV appearances?
Push It by Salt and Pepper?
That's correct. Salt and Pepper, Push It.
Who would never have thought of this song?
Push it. Interesting.
I know. I wouldn't have pick
You gotta
this
remember-
one at all.
Now you got to remember, like, a lot of times they'll use the instrumental, so you won't hear the
True.
lyrics of this.
True.
So that's sometimes, I think, counts as an appearance, obviously. All right, number one on the list, another kind of a party song here. This was number one in 52 film and TV appearances. This song right here.
This is how we do
yeah.
it. This is how we do it.
Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It. 52 film and TV appearances. The number one most used song in TV and movies.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't have guessed that either.
I wouldn't have either. I mean, it's a great song and it's perfect for movies, but
A list here, I thought. Here's another interesting stat. Since the 1950s, the decade whose music has been used the most in movies and TV shows is the 80s.
oh, I believe that.
Movies in the 80s. The worst performing decade is the 2020s, which is now.
They're just not that- well, they haven't had time to use them.
Right, so not everybody knows them yet.
Yeah.
It was followed by which makes sense. It's only half over. It's followed by the 50s and for some reason the 2000s.
Interesting.
Having that. But yeah, that was really, really interesting to me that those songs were the top 10 most used in TV and movies.